What song has the best guitar solo? On top of all the greats stated here, I will add Tomorrow Ozzy Osbourne. Zakk Wylde, someone in the same way as David Gilmour, speaks little and says a lot. Nicely placed bends in a moderately paced solo, escalating into exactly what you'd expect from an Ozzy song. Randy Rhoads is a god as far as I'm concerned, but the solo I'm talking about is just so fitting for the song and really resonates with me. Honestly, it's my favorite Ozzy song, not the greatest, but it recently took me off guard because I'd never noticed it before and I kinda want to point it out. The end of Gypsy by Fleetwood Mac features Lindsey Buckingham playing this gnarly riff that blends in so well that it's almost not even there. But if you're listening for it, it'll drop your jaw. Just to step away from the classics a bit, Avenged Sevenfold does some bangers. If I'm not mistaken, in a documentary they said the solo in the song Afterlife was played mostly on the spot at the recording studio, and Sinister Gates had to relearn how to play it by listening to it so they could perform it live. My dad, shout out to my dad, he still wants to be a rock star at the age of 73. That man never gave up on his dreams. Make his day by giving him some love on his video 0MBLBC20. Don't know if it is the best or mentioned below, but my go-to guitar solo is Maggot Brain by Funkadelic. I think he was 21 at that was recorded. For the longest time for me it was Comfortably Numb. Sultans of Swing a clear second. Then I saw Prince playing the solo in While My Guitar Gently Weeps at the George Harrison tribute. If you've not seen it, look for it. He was unreal. Top 2 best, greatest face-melting, yet unrecognized guitar solos of all time. Jzmio? T276. Prince takes the cake in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame performance of While My Guitar Gently Weeps. And this is the guy that Rolling Stone magazine didn't include in the top 100 guitarists of all time. Husker Du came up with some really great guitar solos. It's tough to choose just one, but I'd say Don't Want to Know If You Are Lonely barely edges out Pink Turns Into Blue and Private Plane. Polyphonic has been making a series of videos that asks this same question. And most of the answers here I discussed Polyphonic YouTube. Wild Thoughts DJ Khalid Foot Rihanna Bryson Tiller. There's a solo in there. Do not know its original artist, it might be familiar to someone else. It is good though. One of my favorites is Sign Language. It is by Bob Dylan and on an Eric Clapton LP from the 70s, but the guitar solo is Robbie Robertson. A Damn Festival of Harmonics. The end of Follow the Signs by Born of Osiris has an amazing solo. Also, Mastodon's The Last Baron has 2 really great solos. One towards the middle and one at the end. When I say this, know that I am not a fan of the Eagles, and while I'm not sure it's the best, one I've always loved is Hotel California. That fade out is fantastic. Watermelon and Easter Hay by Frank Zappa. The song itself is both a guitar solo and a song about a guitar solo. But ultimately, who gives a fuck? Anyway, there's a lot of good answers here, some better than mine. But I came here to say be kind on either Every Day I Have the Blues or The Thrill Is Gone. Gotta say I'm shocked that Cliffs of Dover isn't one of the top answers. No hate, just amazed the song isn't as universally famous as I expected. Eddie by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Easily some of Frusciante's best guitar work. If I had to pick another it'd be The Trooper by Iron Maiden. Old school maybe. Joe Satrian, Always With Me, Always With You. Even if he was a one-hit wonder. Still best guitar solo I've ever heard. Maybe not the best, but one I think is often overlooked when these things come up. Black Hole Sun, Queen Brighton Rock. 2-part guitar harmonies played by one guitar using delays. For the live versions Brian May bumped it up to 3 parts. Comfortably Numb, the second solo is absolutely the greatest piece of guitar work in history. I won't hear any arguments about it. Come on, it may be a cliche, but how is Stairway to Heaven not on here? It might be the definitive melodic guitar solo of all time. In The Castle Wolfmother. If I ever needed walkout music, this solo would be it. Great White House of Broken Love. The first minute 40 seconds of nothing but guitar is awesome. Also Heavy Metal by Don Felder. Cold Shot by Stevie Ray Vaughan is a good one also. Real Mother for You by Johnny Guitar Watson has an awesome solo as well. November Rain. Made even better by the accompanying music video, which might be one of the greatest of all time. While I love Freebird, as someone mentioned, Eric Johnson's The Cliffs of Dover is permanently in my head. I am partial to both of them, and You're So Great by Blur. Nothing too flashy, just perfect for the song. Slipknot Psychosocial. Guns N' Roses Sweet Child O' Mine. Ghost Year Zero. Ghost Ritual. Michael Jackson Beat It. I have a lot of personal faves, but this is up there. It's so damn good. Version specific. on Lazy Fingers 61. BB King 3 O'Clock Blues. Wow, the second solo on In My Time of Dying by Zeppelin. Still gives me goosebumps every time I hear it. Kurt Weill's Sunny Day. Like technically maybe not the best but man what a vibe. La Catedral but tease a solo piece for guitar. Any bachata, smiley face. Not a huge rocker but I always loved the Lynyrd Skynyrd Freebird solo. Comfortably numb live at Pulse. Gilmour absolutely shreds the last few minutes. Malo One played by Sabiakos. Joe Satriani's Always With You, Always With Me. Gives me chills every time. Struggle Within, Metallica. Not the best song by a long shot. That solo though, unpopular opinion Butterfly by Weezer, one of the heaviest metal songs ever. Back in Black AC/DC. And Moby Dick intro Led Zeppelin. Can't choose. Floods by Pantera, the solo near the end. It's just amazing, and haunting. I have two. Terry Kath, 25 or 6-4. Elliot Randall, Reeling in the Years. I've always loved Mike Campbell's solo at the end of Running Down a Dream. Come Together by the Beatles. While My Guitar Gently Sleeps is also good. Lots of great ones already said, so I'll add. Funkadelic Maggot Brain. Black Sabbath Paranoid. Lynyrd Skynyrd Freebird. I just feel so much energy when I hear it. Really underrated, but Dragon Force had some incredible guitar solos. 1 Comfortably Numb. 2. SRV Voodoo Child Live. A fucking virtuoso. Wes Montgomery. Prince While My Guitar Gently Weeps at the tribute for Sir George. Jimi Hendrix Bold as Love. Mick Taylor Sway Rolling Stones. One of my favorites is Randy Rhoads' guitar work on Crazy Train. Live versions of Pink Floyd's Time tend to be my favorites. Voodoo Child Slight Return The Jimi Hendrix Experience. Carpenter's Goodbye to Love Guitar Bridge by Tony Peluso. Motorhead or Overkill take your pick. Either Floods by Pantera or Peen by The War on Drugs. Kid Charlemagne Steely Dan played by Larry Carlton. Slash from November Rain came to mind first for me. Probably already mentioned 100 times but Freebird. Probably already mentioned 100 times but Freebird.